I've spent the last years on YouTube trying to help you understand what you need to do in order to rank up, get better in this game. And today we are going to talk about mistakes that you are still making. And a lot of you guys, those of you that are newer, are 100% going to learn something from this video. I'm excited to dive into it and just get you to become a better Counter-Strike 2 player. Let's hit that subscribe button and go ahead and talk about it. The first thing that you guys are still doing wrong is, guys, you're playing so selfishly on pistol round. We have very limited funds, and one thing that I see players consistently doing is they are instantly off the rip just snap buying dualies and maybe a smoke or flash, you know, if we can afford that. I think so, yeah. And the problem is it's not bad to buy dualies. Dualies are amazing, but one thing I see even pros doing this, and it really makes me kind of frustrated, is like, why would we ever want to buy an upgraded pistol but then put it on the weakest guy, the guy without armor, right? And then on top of it, the point of with the dualies is that we can shoot them and play close range. Unless you're doing some like 200 IQ delay setup with a smoke and stuff, like why not just let this guy have the freedom to shoot? So I think it's really bad, specifically on CT side, when I see people buy dualies, have no armor, and then play close range fights. You are asking for the Glocks to come through here and run you down, and you die in like 3 or 4 shots. What is the point of that, right? The guy with the upgraded pistol, in my opinion, should have armor, and it's something that so many players are just doing wrong. Same thing on T side. If you give somebody a P250, let's get him with armor. Let's get him, you know, juiced up and ready to fight. But yeah, it's just something that we can do better with. Very simple, very easy to fix that. Also, guys, if you want something very simple and easy, I'm going to give you a message from the sponsor of today's video about some skins.
Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Skins Monkey. They are one of the greatest and easiest to use CS2 trading sites out there. You can swap out the skins you do not like for brand new ones that are so much more fresh. Even skins that are trade locked can be secured by adding them to your backpack. The greatest thing about the site is that you can buy skins for so much cheaper with a 35% deposit bonus when you use my code CoJo. Make sure to check out the freebie section where you can get a free skin just by completing tasks. On top of the bonuses, you also get a $5 bonus when clicking the link in the description.
All right, guys, the next thing that we are just consistently doing wrong inside of this game is we are buying a scout way too much. And before you say it, I understand, guys, you're nuts with the scout. CoJo, I'm so good with it. It's my best weapon. It's just not good to buy. Let me show you some rules with the scout real quick. One, if we ever win the round, if we have won the prior round, there's almost no world we should ever be getting a scout. A scout should be a force buy weapon. So if this up here says that you have won the round, that gun is not being bought. You need to be getting a FAMAS, an MP9, M4, OP, AUG. I don't care. You need to get something that is much better. You don't want to play against a force. You don't want to play against them when they're on pistols, MAC-10s, with a gun that doesn't even one-shot them. They are going to run you down, get up in your face. That is just not going to be good for you or your team. But I get it. You're good with the scout. Now, another huge mistake is stop buying the scout on T side. When we're buying the scout on T side, you just limit your options. And I get it. At low elo, yes, you will kill this guy. I get it. I understand. CoJo, I kill this guy crossing mid all the time. Okay, cool. The thing is, it's just not sustainable. And if I see people buying scouts on T side, I understand they're a noob. Now, the exception to this is Dust 2, just because of how long range it is. You could maybe argue train as well if you get some opening picks and stuff, but in general, you are just buying it way too much and you're not understanding how to use it. You're coming up here and trying to clear close range angles with it and just peeking way too aggressive and getting up in their face. If you don't hit the headshot, you're dead. It's just not consistent. It's not reliable. Just overall a huge mistake that people are making. Now, another thing that I see a lot of noobs doing wrong that really we need to clean up and do better with comes from when we're actually buying. So say we won the round, we have like say we have like $4,000. We get ourselves an M4, we get armor, maybe, you know, we get like a smoke. I don't know what our funds are at now. I'm not good at math. I dropped out of college, guys. But then we're buying like a P250 or a 5.7. Dude, why are we wasting money on a secondary gun when we can't even afford nades? Or like, why are we wasting money on a gun even with when we have full nades, when our bank account is so low? Guys, you should not be buying a secondary unless your team's money is like consistently all above like 8,000-9,000. And you know that, so even if you're the only one that has 8,000, unless you're the opper, don't even think about buying a secondary. It's such a useless purchase. And again, all the commenters are gonna be like, well, CoJo, I might run out of ammo and now I have a good secondary. Guys, I trust me, it's just not worth it. It's not what you should be spending your money on, especially those of you buying a deagle. I can't stand it when I see someone buy an M4 and a deagle, and it's just like, dude, what are we thinking, guys? That's just not how we play the game. If you watch Pro CS, you're gonna see that they will never do this. The only time they're buying an upgraded pistol is when they're opping and or their team has a lot of money. So 100% we need to do this. Another thing that nobody is doing that you just have to be, even level 10s, and this is where level 10s 100% need this reminder, is guys, when we have a lot of money, we have like $8,000, why are we not dropping flashes and spawn and buying another one? You can buy 2 flashes every round. So I have a full belt of util here, molly, smoke, flash, and nade. Plus I got to buy another one and have it on the ground. I'm going to go throw my A nades. My teammates are like, oh, they're rushing B, rushing B. I'm going to come back through here and scoop up the flashes that are on the ground, rotate in, and be able to help them. It's so easy. These are simple things that are just going to give you that little competitive edge. There's so many people out there like, how do I get that little bit of game sense? How do I get that little bit of extra against my opponent? Doing things like that is your start. It's so simple. It's so easy, guys. It doesn't have to be complicated at all. So well, let's cover one thing I see people doing wrong that is, especially on Inferno, just so detrimental to the way you're understanding the game. We're not thinking critically. We're not thinking deep. Guys, it's so easy in this game. If they ever start 3B, why are we still trying to headbutt in B when we know that there is 3 here? Especially at a lower level and lower elo, it's so obvious when they're here because you see a smoke come in and then instantly like 2 nades or maybe even 3 nades. If you ever see 3 HE grenades, you know right away. Guys, if that's happening, our reaction should be as a team to run up mid and do this. So if you guys are 5Q'd, 3Q'd, that's what you got to do because there is 2 players holding this entire bomb site. If you guys just don't troll, there's no way you can't run them over and just destroy them. And yes, that means even if there's a smoke here, what you might have to do, and you know, it helps if you guys know util and stuff, is, I mean, maybe just break it open. Screw if you know util or not. Break this freaking smoke open and run through as a team. Have somebody else flash while you're doing that and jump through here as 4. Even if they get 1 or 2, you will win the trade battle. You will outpace them and it's going to be insane. Or maybe like, you know, halls is open. It's so sick. And that's like for my high level players. If you ever see that they're in a 3-lane setup or a triple mid setup, unless they're starting 4A, don't run and fight into them. A lot of times people identify, oh dude, they're lane boosted, they're lane stacked. And then what's the team's reaction? Off of that info, they come here and swing the lane stack. That's exactly what your opponents would want you to do. Same thing with the 3 banana start. Why are we running 3B? That's exactly what they would want us to do. So, you know, if that happens, what you could do if you still want to go A is you just slide out of the halls here and boom, now you're in a power position. You're in pit. You're really putting so much pressure on them. It's so hard. And you just found yourself in an S tier spot. You don't even have to get a kill and you're going to win the round because this guy's like, oh, what do I hold? What do I look at? So we're not doing that enough, guys. We really aren't. And the last thing I want to touch on is we're not planting for ourselves enough. I see consistently we have zero thought when we're planting the bomb. We just plant the bomb on default. Guys, why? Plant the bomb right here so that you can, one, play from it from pit, right? We can sit here. It's really hard for them to defuse in the smoke because we know they're in this little cubby area, right? It's really easy. But more importantly, we can survive pit. So I would plant there in like a 4v2 when we think they're going to save anyways. Not to mention you can play from halls as well. We're not thinking about where we're planting enough on every map though. Same thing here on A. If my teammates are taking spawn or something, I'm going to plant open for them right here versus yes, a lot of times on B, we will have to plant default. It's true. Sometimes when I'm on 1 HP as well, what I'll do to plant the bomb is I'll just strafe around here. Obviously CT should be smoked. And I plant the bomb here if I think they're going to try to nade stack me or something when I'm on 1 HP and not like that. That's some NA nades right there, boys. Boom. There we go. That's some EU nades. So these are some things that you can work on and hopefully you don't voice crack while you work on them. Just to improve your game, just all around become a better player. Guys, if you want to check out how to play with me, right now I'm doing Faceit club games over on my club on Faceit. It's so much fun. We're doing community games. I'm playing with everybody. Join up if you're over on that platform. I strongly recommend it. I also do coaching services. Check out the link below and join my Discord. That's all of my plugs. I appreciate every single one of you. Stay cool. Keep it up. Peace out.